TikTokers were melting down over the TikTok ban by Araco TV. This cannot be good. This cannot be good.
So as everyone knows, TikTok is now banned in the US, and when I posted this news the other day, the majority of you guys were happy about it, unlike a lot of the influencers having full-blown meltdowns.
Wait, I want to read those. Go back, I want to read those.
And when I posted this news the other day, the majority of you guys were happy about it.
Next should be OF to shut down. If it's true, society will be better off without it, praise the Lord. I kind of disagree, and you know why I kind of disagree? You know why I don't think that it is a that good idea to annihilate TikTok? Because of state control. That's the only good reason to not ban TikTok.
Unlike a lot of the influencers having full-blown meltdowns.
Welfare check on a caller 10 Street. RP is saying they love TikTok and is very...
People are reportedly calling 911 over TikTok being shut down. What? That is mental illness.
Very incoherent.
TikTok influencer revealed the app is officially banned in the United States. Unfortunately, you can't use TikTok. What the heck?
You guys, I'm not okay. I am okay, but I'm not okay. I'm crashing out. My precious TikTok.
You know, it's funny. I'd say this is the worst thing.
This is addiction. This is addiction. What?
That boomers have done to the younger generation.
About to lose my job on TikTok as an influencer. I just wanted to clarify a few things. My house, I pay $2,000 a month.
I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna make fun of people that make a living off of this. Because, obviously, they need this. It's their income. It's their income, so I'm not gonna make fun of somebody like that. They are the reason it got shut down, so addicted.
For my house. And then I just bought a 2025 Mercedes SUV, so let's just clarify that, because you guys were wondering like what I meant by that. So in total, I pay like probably almost $10,000 in bills and food and just my lifestyle. I also want to thank everybody.
That's also like kind of stupid to live a lifestyle and not like you probably make a lot of money from TikTok. Why didn't you put at least like 6 months of savings to the side to support yourself if anything happens? I mean, you could get like nuked off the platform at any point. So why not put money to the why did you not put money to the side for a case like this? I always hate this. Like, we have that many bills to pay. Did you put enough money to the side to support yourself for a while if shit goes bad? The man crying sounded straight out of a horror film. I mean, it could have also kind of been like you know, satirical, like not be taken too serious. I don't know the context of the clip.
For everyone who sent me money on Venmo. I was able to get a total of $6,000 already. Like, that's so nice. Like, no one's ever done anything like nice for me before. But yeah, guys, right now I'm really worried because if TikTok's banned, like, what are us influencers really gonna do? Like, we have nothing to go to. So I'm probably gonna sue the government. Because without TikTok, there is no me, there is no influencer. My bills are too high to work at McDonald's.
That's why you build on multiple platforms. Says the guy that does build on multiple platforms. The problem is that I don't want to switch stream on Twitch. That's the only reason.
Like, that's just not gonna ever happen. That's just not a thing.
I gotta keep it real. I am crashing the fuck out right now.
Ugh. This is James Charles. Ugh.
I don't know what to do. Oh my god. I've already opened and closed the app probably 6 times already just to keep getting the same stupid warning message. Oh my god, like this just this is so dystopian. First of all, I feel pathetic that I am freaking out like this over an application being unavailable on my phone, but also like this has been a massive part of our life for the last 6 years, and normally when something happens, I would get on TikTok and start complaining, and I can't even do that. I feel like disconnected. I feel cut off from the world and my community. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy.
Bro is actually about to just cry because of an app. What? You just see it entitled? Exactly. Damn, I need 6K. I'd take 6K. I'd completely renew my setup here.
God, and I can't, like, now I'm rooting for Trump? Ew! God, like, make America great again, I guess. God.
Please save me, Donald Trump. Please. I'm asking you. Please save me.
Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. Law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok.
So I guess TikTok.
It only gives me an option to close the app.
Do not leave the fucking stream. Yeah, TikTok. If you leave.
Guys, if you leave, you're gone.
Wait, it popped up the moment I opened my thing. They might not. How many viewers do we have? Still says the same. Oh fuck! It came up on this phone.
How many stream? How many?
God.
Guys, breaking fucking
This one has
news.
23K.
Go to Twitch. Go to Twitch. Go to Twitch.
They're like this is a major like cataclysmic event of like, oh no, like if it was YouTube I could understand. This is not like, and it is back. They didn't know that at that point, but let's face it, that eventually they would have either sold the company or like it is back. And I still think that there's some weird connection to Facebook that we don't know about, because why can you connect TikTok to Facebook now, or Facebook to TikTok? Kind of weird. James, you're a millionaire. Wipe those tears away with $100 bills. Exactly.
And to the U.S. government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never going to trust you ever again because you just like that.
Why do you trust the government in general? Like, what do you mean I never trust you again? Like, don't trust the government in general. What do you mean?
Took away millions of people's income and livelihood. And who does that? So I'm never trusting you ever again with anything.
So I'm starting to give up hope that there's going to be a Hail Mary moment at the end of this that's going to save this app.
I feel so dumb coming on the internet and crying about an app. But the fact is that this has been a sense of community for me for years now. And it got me through really, really hard times in my life. The pandemic, losing my job, all of that. Getting divorced, like all of this crap that's happened to me in the last 5 years since I've been on here. Hours and hours and hours of time I put into creating stuff. It's been a source of income for me for going on 3 years now. First it was just a little bit, but then it got to be more. I'm not like rich off of it, but it has significantly helped my income
Like, for people that like actually live with this, I'm not like you're gonna say like that is not like that can be life threatening. Of course, so I'm not gonna go out and say like, oh, this is like, why are you crashing out? I mean, if like, that would scare me too, if like, it helped significantly with my income. So, I'm not gonna be like that. Are those lashes I'm not eat girly? Please throw them in the trash. True, that's sad. She's the only one I genuinely feel bad for. Yeah. Like, obviously, like, if you need it to survive, then that's kind of a problem, of course. You're gonna...
every month I'm, like, worried about, like...
Of course you're gonna crash out and cry, and be in a state of emergency. I can understand that.
What I'm gonna do financially.
Go get a job at fucking McDonald's, cause that's where you fucking belong!
It's really not fair that, like... they're banning TikTok, and I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen a video of the girl that made the renegade dance. And I'm crying because I read a comment that was like the algorithm saying goodbye to us. And I've been noticing that a lot over the past like week. Like all the trends that came in the beginning are coming back. And it just makes me really sad because it genuinely feels like our parents just came in the middle of a school year and said, yeah, forget all your friends, forget all the hard work that you did at this school, forget everything that you did. You're gonna have to start from scratch. And it sucks because it's like it's beyond TikTok dances. It's beyond all of that. Like, we have put Black culture on a stage that everybody can appreciate. Y'all have shown me things.
I've also seen stuff that is not like, no matter how there were a lot of good there was good stuff that came from TikTok. Obviously, I mean, without TikTok, it wouldn't have queso, so that is a good thing. But there were also a whole lot of bad stuff. I mean, the Tide Pod challenge, where people to put like Tide Pods into their mouth. There was stuff that people crying just does it for me. I feel bad and seem mean.
Things about psychology and my family and my friends and myself that I would have never learned in this lifetime. Like, I don't really know, like, and I know it sounds dramatic to say I don't know what I'm gonna do without TikTok, but like, bro, I really don't know who I'm gonna be without TikTok because a large part of who I...
Queso originated from TikTok? Yes, queso originated from TikTok. You won't believe it, but that man originally started on TikTok. The thing is, like, there's still like, for these TikTok creators, it makes barely any sense to post like stuff like exclusively on TikTok, because you can also post stuff on YouTube. Like, most like TikTok videos aren't that long anyways, and now that we have like 3-minute TikToks, it barely makes any sense to like only post on TikTok. That now they were 3-minute shorts.
I have become in the last 6 years, and a large part of my growth has come from a lot of the stuff I've learned off of this app. And I really hate to say goodbye.
Bye, bitch! I have no idea how I'm gonna survive. This app was literally supposed to be my way out. So for everyone who's saying, go get a job, I am literally working. I have no more time. I work almost every day doing DoorDash, and DoorDash pays $2 a delivery. I Instacart. I have classes Monday through Thursday in person. I have been posting on this app almost every day for 5 years, guys. I've been posting on this app 3 to 5 times every day for the last 6 months. I've made $175 on here. In 7 days on TikTok, I have made $871. There is no job that's gonna even come close to that. My tuition is $7,000 a semester, and my rent is $800 every month. So no amount of working is gonna get that pay, and I do not want to be in debt my entire life. I literally don't know what to do.
The harsh thing that I have to say is that you kind of put yourself into that position, because let's face it, college or university is expensive in the States. That's just how it is. I mean, here it's like $180 per semester, per semester. So that's fine, but still, here that doesn't quite apply.
Step has always been to go to the polls, so when y'all see me dancing, do not say a damn thing. The people who voted to take this app away are the people who used this app to campaign. All of their campaign posts, they posted on here. Make it make sense.
Now, the reason TikTok got banned in the US is due to national security concerns over its Chinese ownership and fears of data misuse by the Chinese government, but some people have other theories.
If TikTok being banned does not radicalize you as an American citizen, you are intentionally missing the point, because it's not about TikTok. It's the fact that Republicans and Democrats across all legislative branches can expeditiously and unanimously pull together like never before, and probably never again, to streamline legislation banning a social media app while completely ignoring everything important to us. They can't pull together to make sure my kids don't get shot.
I mean, that's kind of true. Also, I don't like this, like, national security argument. You know why? If you're banning TikTok, you must ban Genshin Impact. You must ban League of Legends. You must ban Marvel Rivals. You must ban like any like co-owned by any Chinese company. I mean, Tencent is everywhere. By that logic, you would need to annihilate plenty of games, applications. Like if it's really about national security, then you better start working.
While they go to school, to fix the economy, to mandate livable wages, to kick hedge funds out of single-family homes so I can afford my mortgage again. They're doing fuck all about homeowners insurance, stealing billions of dollars from Americans, and then leaving them for dead while their homes wash away in a flood or burn to the fucking ground in a fire. They, like every other country, can't pull together to outlaw the poisonous substances that are put into our food, creating an epidemic of obese, diabetic, cancerous Americans who need to lean on a healthcare system. They do fuck all the mandate in way of quality of service or cost. They won't give us free healthcare. They won't invest in infrastructure or education. But all of their efforts collectively go to banning a social media app.
True. She isn't entirely wrong that, well, that's just an American thing, right? That's also a European thing where like money gets put somewhere where it's not supposed to be put, and like efforts to do things are put where like it's kind of pointless, and they don't really invest into infrastructure and education and stuff, which is why schools look like a big dumpster. I think she's going a bit far. Let's not bring the dead in your rant. That is true. I agree. But she's not entirely wrong. Please don't ban Pokemon. I can't stop catching these funny sprites. Japanese must go. Chinese, Japanese, same-ish. Ban.
California is on fire. North Carolina and Tennessee washed away. New Jersey has geoplasmic orbs over it. Our kids get shot in school, and our...
Yeah, it's like weird. We have like rain, fire, and ice. Like, what is going on? Like, who let the weather trio out? Who let? No, she isn't wrong. She's just too emotionally charged right now. That's true. Like, who let the Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza out?
Our economy is on the brink of fucking collapse. But their top priority is banning social media. That's where the...
Let's face it. That thing is what the economy is through. We can't just look at like what like the euro's worth and the dollar's worth, and like they lost 99% of their value. That financial system is collapsing, no matter what. Eventually it will. We're gonna get like paying like $2 billion for like a piece of bread kind of thing.
The effort goes.
This is Representative Michael McCall, and you may not know him, but if you're on this app, you should, because he wrote the bill to ban TikTok. But he's also done some other really interesting shit recently. So here's Mike's recent questionable activity. On March 3rd, he authored the TikTok ban bill. Then on March 22nd, he invested $150,000 in Meta. On the 26th, he invested another $150,000, and on the 28th, he invested another $150,000. So about 3 weeks after writing the TikTok ban bill, this man invested $450,000 in TikTok's competitor. Oh, and then what did he do once he saw his TikTok ban was going to be included with all the Ukraine funding? Well, on April 1st, he invested $350,000 more in Meta, followed by the 5th, where he invested that again.
Ooh, that's interesting. And, like, combined with the fact that now you can connect Facebook to TikTok? That's interesting.
And then about a week later, of course, he voted yes on the bill he wrote. So within the span of 40 days, this dude wrote the TikTok ban bill, proceeded to invest $450,000 in the competitor, and then invested another $700,000, taking his total investment in Meta to $1.15 million. And then he voted yes. Now,
seems like the Zuck wanted to get rid of TikTok. Kind of weird.
Obviously, the word most people are using here is suspicious, but the word we should be using is criminal. This man wrote the bill to ban TikTok, proceeded to invest more than $1 million in its competitor, whose stock will skyrocket if TikTok actually gets banned, and then voted on the bill to ban it.
Bro really said, I need money. Bro really said, money, and now it's cooked. Now he's cooked. Because the app isn't gone, that's funny.
Are you paying attention yet?
You don't find that suspicious?
Every other country knows it's about suppressing the free speech of its citizens. If the government believes that a single app could, quote from the hearing on the 10th, skew the perspective of American citizens to be anti-American, maybe the real problem.
I mean, leftists that went to Red Nerd, realized that China isn't as bad as the Americans said. And the Chinese realized that America is worse than the Chinese said. At least some people like to point it out that way. I don't know. I think it's just like weird. It's just weird to get rid of this app.
Problem is that American citizens are already in such a state of political unrest and unhappiness that our government is scared a single foreign influence could tip the scale and have it all be over. Don't you think that by taking away the, and I quote, key communications channel of Americans, it's gonna make those 170 million Americans a little more anti-American? Maybe Congress knows and understands that. Maybe the government knows that the backlash it will receive from banning TikTok does not outweigh the threats that come with its existence. Not in a matter of national security, but in a matter of being the most popular news and media outlet that the government cannot control. Maybe, if this was actually a national security concern, the government would be banning all Chinese-developed apps.
Yeah, what she's saying here. I said that before as well. What she's saying here. Then all Chinese applications would need to get nuked, but that's not happening. Her makeup and hair is on point. Yeah, she does look pretty.
Like Shein and Temu that collect the exact same amount of data as TikTok. Because maybe it knows TikTok is something.
I mean, those also are poisoning their those are poisoning their customers. So that's just not only about like national security. That's also about like protecting people, because the stuff that they use on their products is kind of yeah, not healthy. As nicely as possible, TikTok could die for all I care. I've got bigger fish to fry by surviving these times. I agree. I'm just mostly against the ban because it's kind of scummy. It's not you know, it is based on a lie.
Special. You can't politically organize on Temu.
I do believe that banning a social media app like TikTok is a violation of the First Amendment. I haven't had a chance to read the ruling yet, but very disappointed. 170 million Americans express themselves on TikTok on a daily basis, and it's just wrong for the government to ban it. Most of the reasons the government banned it were based on accusations, not proof. They've never been tried and found guilty.
Yeah, remember? Does TikTok talk to the plane when activating airplane mode? Does TikTok connect to the Wi-Fi? Which all apps and anything does that has to connect to the internet to work? That's weird.
Of sharing information with the communist government or any of that. They've actually offered, through our Foreign Investment Committee that oversees foreign investments, they've offered to have the data here. They've offered to work with Oracle to house the data in the United States. They've offered to have an American board. In fact, it's misreported that it's a Chinese company to begin with. It's owned, 60% of the company is owned by international investors. But disappointing. I don't think the battle's over yet, though. I'm hopeful that President Trump, in coming in, can have some ability. It sounds like Biden left the door open, perhaps, for some executive action from President Trump, and I hope that's what will happen.
Now, yeah, TikTok.
So yeah, TikTok is not fully owned by the Chinese. a lot of things are just like barely owned by the Chinese, which is interesting. What I do find funny though is that Trump was for the ban. Yeah, until he realized that it can be used to push your politics and push your votes. Then he realized, this might be useful. Maybe not ban it.
TikTok has contributed to some people becoming more brain dead, and it's been home to terrible content and shit influencers. But let's be real, that kind of content exists everywhere on the internet and is going to continue to exist. Beyond the bullshit, TikTok's algorithms help countless small business owners grow, and it's brought some good people opportunities they might have never had. And if the ban was truly about national security, it raises questions, because Meta and other platforms have had data breaches, and plenty of Chinese companies still collect user data. So is banning TikTok solving the problem, or is it just showing that the government can shut down social media apps whenever they want? What happens when they target Twitter, YouTube, or another platform that you enjoy? I don't think the issue...
I mean, here in Germany, they are trying to target Twitter. They are trying to get rid of Twitter.
Is TikTok itself. I think it's a lack of strong, consistent privacy laws. Shutting it down sets a dangerous precedent. Instead, the focus should have been on creating better protections for everyone, not just taking away a platform that people rely on. The question a lot of these people are asking now is, will someone buy TikTok, and can they buy TikTok? And there's been interest from names like Elon Musk, Mr. Beast, Kevin O'Leary, but it's not that simple. ByteDance has repeatedly said it won't sell, and experts point out that the Chinese government is unlikely to approve any deal involving TikTok's prized algorithm. So for now, it's looking as dead as some of these TikTokers' careers, but we'll see, because money talks.
That's the end of the video, and yeah, that was fun to see. Some meltdowns were justified, some meltdowns were not so justified.